Murder them, murder them. Any competition, I go murder them. Mommy, your accent sound fake it entirely. Murder them, murder them. Fuck a competition already, murder them.
I love Little Kim, you know what I'm saying? But I think that I have what it takes to fill her shoes. I think that if anyone has the power to do it, it's Nicki.
How Brooklyn even allowed Nicki to do that? How? How did Brooklyn allow Nicki to violate Kim like that?
Nicki Minaj gained her popularity for her colorful style, which includes elaborate costumes and wigs. She is also well known for her unusual rapping style, which includes alter egos, different accents, and a fast flow. But before there was ever a Nicki Minaj, there was a Lil Kim. Lil Kim was the most visible female rapper out. She was the first fashion icon of female rap. There was a time when everyone would tune into award shows to watch what she wore on red carpets. She was sitting front row in fashion shows wearing one-of-a-kind pieces, and often seen out with fashion designers like Alexandra McQueen, Marc Jacobs, Donatella Versace, and Giorgio Armani. She served luxury, glamour, raunchy sex appeal, and bars simultaneously. She is the originator of a lot of hair and fashion trends that are popular today. So how was Nicki able to take the spot from Lil Kim and become the new it girl of hip-hop? And how was she able to reign as the queen of rap for more than a decade? Before we get into it all, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch until the end to get a full breakdown of their feud, which lasted a decade long, and how Nicki took the spot.
Nicki, she just mad 'cause you took the spot.
Lil Kim made her debut in 1994 with Notorious B.I.G.'s group Junior Mafia. The group released their debut album titled Conspiracy in 1995, which debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Lil Kim became the breakout star of the group and began working on her debut album in late 1995. She released her debut album Hardcore, which debuted at number 3 on Billboard R&B/hip hop, selling 78,000 copies at first week. In 2005, Lil Kim would be sentenced to 1 year in prison due to a perjury charge from a case regarding a shootout between her crew and Foxy Brown's crew outside of the Hot 97 radio station. She was then released in 2006. At the time, she was unhappy with her label Atlantic and refused to record for them for 1 to 2 years and eventually bought herself out. Nicki Minaj exploded onto the scene in 2007. Minaj quickly became one of the top artists around. There are even critics that consider her one of the greatest rappers of all time. Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim would be natural enemies, and they both knew it. In some of her earlier songs, she was said to subliminally diss Lil Kim.
Down and I'm ready to play. When your album gon' drop, bitches never could say fuck, I look like giving birds they props. Bitches act like they hot, but I heard they not. How the fuck you in the game like 10 years strong? Y'all bitches still can't write your own damn song?
Nicki Minaj makes her debut with her mixtape Playtime Is Over and does a remix to Jump Off by Lil Kim. In the beginning of her career, when asked in interviews who her influences are, Nicki Minaj always mentioned Lil Kim.
I think when you come out though, you think people are gonna be like, oh, this is not Lil Kim, she's trying to do this, she's trying to do that.
If they compare me to the queen of rap, thank you. You know what I'm saying? How can I dispute being compared to the best that did it? And in my opinion, Kim is still the best because no one has had a stronger movement than she's had so far.
In 2008, Nicki Minaj released her second mixtape, Sucka Free. Nicki Minaj had everyone talking with released promo pics that were similar to Kim's pics for Hardcore. Kim felt Minaj was simply stealing her style and trying to be her. Nicki Minaj claimed she was paying homage to her.
That was just used for me to get people's attention to say, hey, I got a mixtape out, it's called Sucker Free, listen to it. I know, I'm the baddest bitch, I just want you to hear me. I just need I needed a platform really. So I used that as my platform to stand on, and that's what I did. And it pays homage to Kim, obviously, you know what I'm saying? She did it. So I commend, Little Kim, and I was paying homage to her, saying, I love Little Kim, you know what I'm saying? But I think that I have what it takes to fill her shoes. I think that if anyone has the power to do it, it's Nicki. I'm a girl as real as her. Nope, not them. Who's your best MCs? Nick, Fox, and Kim. Can't forget a rim. Nick up in the Porsche box or the Benz.
In 2009, they would meet for the first time face to face. They met backstage at a Lil Wayne concert. Shockingly, they both have two very different stories about that night. Minaj claims she approached Kim and asked if they're cool. They talked everything out and took a picture together. Kim claims that never happened and noted she'd react violently if Minaj ever came at her that way.
Shout out to Little Kim. I think she's dope. I love her. I met with her and we had a little talk, you know, where I told her, listen, I have nothing against you. If anything I ever said or did came across crazy, I just want to let you know that it wasn't meant to be that way. So shout out to Kim. But Nicki Minaj, a lot of females do
when you
that.
recorded that record, they did it separately.
I saw her, I met her one time at Lil Wayne's concert and I heard her tell the story on Hot 97 and I was laughing.
Well, it was lies, what you told Andy?
Kidding me? It didn't go down like that. Come on, picture somebody saying to me, we good? What? I'd have win her throat, snatched her larynx out. You kidding me? I mean,
So how did it go? How did it actually play out?
well, what happened was I had to go to the bathroom because I went there to perform for Keisha Cole. Like, I was with her. I go in the bathroom and she's in there and she's like, oh my goodness, we finally get to meet. Oh, she's like, oh my goodness, we finally. And I'm like, hi. And so she says to me,
The Fran Drescher voice is too good.
she asks me to take a picture with me. And I'm like, of course, of course. But you know, I think I used the bathroom first or whatever, and I came out and I took the picture with her. And then she was like, yeah, oh my God, you are so small, you're so tiny. That's what she said, something like that. And I was like glad I was smiling at her. And so I said, you know, I tapped her and I said, we need to talk because I like you. I said it like that. You know, I like you.
Brooklyn.
She failed. Exactly.
Brooklyn.
She failed to mention that, but it's cool. So I said, we need to talk because I like you. And she looked at me. She was like, is everything okay? Is everything good? Like, she was nervous. It didn't come out like everything good. You'll be good.
Oh.
If you have a problem with me, remember.
The feud kicked into high gear when both Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim appeared on Birdman's track Grindin' Making Money. Both Kim and Minaj claim they didn't know the other would be on the song. Kim considers this single the start of their infamous feud. The song underperformed and got scrapped. Kim felt like they just used her to stamp Nicki Minaj. Later, Kim used the same single on a mixtape.
And let me tell you why you did wrong. Because it's deeper than that. Me and Slim were friends for 4 years. And we decided that we were going to go into business together. Right? And I was over there, Cash Money. I was getting ready to be partners with them. While I was over there, we were working a lot. Like, I was in Miami and he put me in the studio. I would be in New York and we would be working. We were constantly talking. Baby said to me, hey, you know, I want you to be on my album, whatever. And, you know, he sent the song over. It was empty. But it just had a hook on it. And so I sent it back to him. Quick. They had the record for a while. Now, you know, me and Slim were talking. We were talking, constantly talking. And so I said to Slim, when I went back to Miami, I said, because I'm not stupid. I said, listen, we're about to be like the mafia family. It's like, I'm the Gambinos, you know, you have like the family inside of the family. I would be the Gambinos, they would be whatever, but we're all going to be family. So go ahead, put whoever you want on the record. Because I already knew.
Right.
I already knew. But I said, this record got to be big because it would be good for music right now. Good for females, good for hip-hop. When I saw Baby, he's like, oh, baby girl, we're going to make it big. We're going to do a video. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to make it big. Everybody's going to know. They put the record out. I guess they didn't like the response. And when they saw the response, they just pulled the record off. Pulled it back. Never put it on his album. Nothing. Then it's like I'm not even hearing from them. And it's like, wow. You know what I mean? And if you listen to that song, the way I did my vocals, hers were different from how I did my vocals at that time. Shortly after that.
After all this, Nicki was still showing Kim love. They were supposed to collab on a song called Everywhere We Go. The song never came because Kim never sent her verse. The song got leaked in 2010 with Kim's reference verse. It's nice to hear Nicki shout Kim out in her verse.
Queen B.
Lil' Kim, stay on your brain. Nothing ass bros trying to come up off my name. And I don't even know these bitches dope. Come to think about it, I never even seen them before. Miserable birds rather see me singing the blues. Walk around barefoot and give them my shoes. Let them live off me till my bank is through. So fucked up and back in the hood with you.
Homegirl, don't believe that song. That bitch is wrong. Saints don't live that long.
Quick to leave a bitch in the Atlantic Ocean. Hypnotize niggas with the honeybee potion. I like fast money, y'all's come in slow motion. Frank left me the formula, son. I'ma take it and run. Fall back, what's done is done. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Homegirl, don't believe that song. That bitch is wrong. Saints don't live that long. Cause everywhere you go, bitches wanna know how you get your dough. Hating on the flow. Homegirl, don't believe that song. That bitch is wrong. Saints don't live that long. Cause everywhere you go,
Okay.
come on.
We're about to take it to Queen. Nicki.
Let's go. Wait a minute, let me skate up in it. I see your face, got the hate up in it. The briefcase got the cake up in it. Call me Lil Wayne, my your girl make it rain. These silly rappers don't impress me. I'm eating red snappers on a jet ski. I gotta giggle, I gotta laugh a little. Mommy, I've been hot since Moni was in the middle. Nicki Minaj, Lil Kimberly. When they see the squad, bitches better salute like assembly. Come on, mommy, I got dudes that'll kill for me. These broke bitches got it in for me. I done did what I had to do. Rep the NY like an apple do. Step to these broads like a Kappa do. Boo, you stole $1 million, now you half for who? Get off my dick, kick it, bitch.
In 2009, Nicki Minaj released her third and final mixtape Beam Me Up Scotty and earns her first chart entry with I Get Crazy, featuring Lil Wayne, and hits #2 on Billboard 100 with Young Money's Bedrock. In 2010, Lil Kim embarks on a theater and auditorium tour across North America. At a show in Buffalo, New York, during her song Crush on You, she came out in a pink wig which she threw off at the end of the song and said, "I'm so about this." This sparks rumors of a Nicki and Kim feud. At one of these shows, Lil Kim brings out Ray J to perform their hit Wait a Minute. Afterwards, Ray fires shots at Nicki Minaj, claiming she is an imposter. And Kim backs him up by saying she just wants Nicki to pay homage.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Kim wrote the sexy piano song Willie and I love her, right? But I've been seeing a lot of imitators, a lot of imposters trying to do what Kim do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little bit irritated by this shit because I'm like straight up, Kim is the best female rapper in the game. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers trying to bite the style. You know what I'm saying? I swear I love y'all. Motherfuckers trying to wear, you know what I'm saying? Wear the clothes, wear the wigs.
Within 24 hours, Drake comes to Nicki's defense, firing back at Kim and Ray J.
You know, I know you be calling women bitches and shit, but I can't say you the baddest bitch. I can't do that because I respect you and I love you too much and you look too beautiful. So I just want to say that you the baddest woman to ever do this rap shit. Hold on. I just want to say, I don't give a fuck what Lil Kim or nobody else talking about. You the baddest chick to ever do this shit. Remember I said that. But I'm out this bitch.
Give me a hug! Give me a hug!
Kim then opens up for the first time about the beef between her and Nicki Minaj to thisis50.com. Kim claims Nicki had been throwing shots at her and other female rappers in her music and interviews. Kim claims when she met her, she is the one who showed love to her.
Alright everybody, so we're clear. The real Little Kim is not actually the real Little Kim, alright? So you see crazy things on Twitter, it is not Kim. So let's get into it. There's been some controversy going on. There's been a lot of rumors going around that you've been subliminally taking shots at Nicki Minaj. Now, let's just clear the air. Is there really any bad blood between you and Nicki?
Well, that's ironic. That's the pot calling the kettle black, subliminally taking shots at homegirl. Well, I mean, let's just do the math and state the facts, okay? Right?
Uh-huh.
All right. For the last year, she's been subliminally taking shots at me, subliminally taking shots at the other girls in the industry. I mean, come on. We read that interview where she said, oh, being that the other rap chicks in the game ain't got shit to do right now, you know, when I'm by the pool, they can feed me grapes. I remember that shit. I put my ears to the street at all times. Just because I do my Hollywood thing and, you know, I do my Malibu Barbie thing, don't mean my ear ain't to the streets at all times. You know what I mean? You know, come on now. Like, the last thing she did that was very subliminal. Oh, did I kill the queen? And Buffy is sitting right next to her, riding with that bullshit? Come on. We ain't stupid. Let's go all the way back from when she first kind of, you know, started making her way through. When she was doing all of my songs over and all of that, right? There were certain interviews that she was doing, and my fans got upset because she was busting shots at me. Actually, she was throwing pebbles, and they were, you know, rolling off my shoulders. It was nothing. I was, you know, kicking them out my face, like, you know, blowing them out my face like flies or whatever. And she said some shit on Twitter. Oh, fuck all you Little Kim fans, you know. Nicki Minaj is the shit right now. Alright, I still let that ride. So now it's you know, a little while goes by. I see her at the Lil Wayne concert. I show her love. She's sitting there talking about she showed me love. I showed her love. Because as me being in the game for a while, you know, a lot of people who've been in the game for a while, either they could be real stuck up and fucked up acting, or either, you know what I'm saying, they could show love. And I showed her love. We, you know, and, you know, she reciprocated it. But it was from that time on, right? I go on the internet, I'm still seeing little pebbles being thrown my way. And anybody who is in the hip-hop industry, we all know how this game goes. We know a lot of the shit that she was saying was subliminal. We all know that this is a competitive sport, okay? We know this is a competitive sport, so little people are gonna try to claim their little spot. But here's my problem. I had a really good relationship with Slim from Cash Money. I don't know what the relationship is going to be like now, but him and I were really, really tight for years. We've been tight for about, I don't know, maybe 4 years now. And him and I had a real relationship. One thing Slim will tell you about me is that I'm a real fucking bitch. And that's the one thing that he knows about me. Ain't nothing fake about me. Because even though Wayne had Homegirl coming up, my thing was, hey, you know what? Homegirl got a nice little buzz going. It's obvious that I'm who she wants to be like. It's obvious that she likes me and wants to be like me, but she's not paying this homage. It's obvious that she likes, you know, my music and she's, you know, trying to mimic what I do, but she's subliminally busting shots. But you know what? I said, you know, me and Slim got this relationship. So, you know what? It'd be cool if we all could rock together, because I had took I kind of took a little vacation for a while, you know, when I came home from jail. It really wasn't a vacation, but I say it like that because my record company, Atlantic, really didn't get the direction that I wanted to go in. And in the midst of me starting recording for Atlantic, I was doing a lot of Hollywood things. I was doing I did Dancing with the Stars, I did the Pussycat Dolls, I did a couple of TV shows, I did a couple of, you know, little independent movies. I did a couple of things in that time because my record company thought that I was playing. They thought I wasn't gonna.
Then Lil Kim went to perform a show in Nicki's hometown, Queens, New York, and throw shots at Nicki Minaj.
And I'm working like a motherfucker. I'm fucking here. I'm here. I got more love for Queens than this bitch do. Play that shit. Play that sicky garbage.
We even got that bullshit over there.
You don't even got that?
We fucking too hard body, we even playing that shit. We like top over here, baby.
I love the shit out of you.
You already know.
You know what? Wait, hold up. You got that Mob Deep joint? Come on. Hold up. Before you play it, right? Go right into our verse before you play it, right?
Yeah.
I will erase this bitch's social security number. First of all, I don't even need a record right now. I kill that bitch with my own shit. Drop it.
In June 2010, Kim teams up with rapper Keys, who went viral for her Nicki Minaj diss. Kim once again claims Nicki never showed her love at homage.
Say what you want to say. You want to say it? Just sit there.
My thing is, you know, when you come into this game, I feel like if you're gonna, first of all, pay homage to anybody. Secondly, if you're gonna completely mimic somebody's style, you know what I mean, so blatantly, and then not even be like, I think that I feel you on the tip that you could at least be like, I fuck with her. I like everything she did, and I followed her story and her success story and the way that she did it, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, you know, I don't even see you, but I just happen to have an agreement.
Exactly. My point exactly. And you know what? I'm a real bitch. I love fucking with my ladies. No, I love the unity. I did one of the biggest First Lady Night records. I mean, the First Ladies Night records. And at the end of the day, it's just about respect. You come in the game, you just pay homage to those who paved the way for you. That's the bottom line. When I came in the game, I had salt and pepper. Didn't see like all of them in my videos. So at the end of the day, you know, that's just what it's about. So we gotta kind of like support each other and bring each other up. And even when you're just coming in the game, somebody else thinks oh wow, you know, you like this style. It's okay to say, I love you. I love your style. You inspire me. It's okay to say it. But, you know, and people always busting shots at me. And then when the cream start roaring, they want to go get the Zoom. That's right. You don't do that. That's just the bottom line. But my girl rocked out and I love it.
Thank you. And with me, to me, it's like, you know, it's not as serious.
In October 2010, Nicki released her official response to Kim and Roman's revenge. She said, "Look at my show footage, how these girls be spazzing. So if I look like getting back to a has-been. Yeah, I said has-been. Hang it up, flat screen."
Is this the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on? Is it my fault that all you bitches are gone? You should have said a thank you note, you little hoe. Now, I'm gonna wrap your motherfucking coffin with a bow.
November 2010, Nicki Minaj released her debut album Pink Friday, which sold 375,000 copies. Its first week debuted at number 2 on Billboard 200 and peaked at number 1. The album became the longest album to remain in the top 10 by a female rapper. She then opened up for the first time about the feud to Angie Martinez.
Roman's revenge. You know, she just really jumped out the window. And you gotta be careful when you pick fights. And that's what I've learned in this business. You just never know. I think people get me mistaken with like a real Barbie. They forget where I'm from. And if I have to revert back, I can and I will. So don't play with me. You know, it's one of those moments when you say, don't play with me. You know, because I respect you, I love you, I've said it in every interview, time and time again. And if that's not good enough with you, mama, then it's something deep-rooted in you. You need to get something is bothering you inside. That's your insecurity bothering you. It's not Nicki Minaj. It would have been any girl that started popping. You know, she picked a fight with Foxy, then she picked a fight with Eve, then she picked a fight with Remy. Now it's, you know, then it was Miss Wallace, then it was Nicki Minaj. Every time you in the news, it's because you getting at somebody. Where's your music? You know, put your music out, and when I see your name on Billboard, that's when I'll respond to you. Other than that, goodbye. I saw her on the tour with Wayne. And I have been hearing, you know, in the business, people talk behind the scenes. And I remember I ran into Foxy, and Foxy said, "Why you keep on giving props to Kim? She don't like you." She was like, "The girl be dissing you, like when, you know, in conversation." And I said, I'm so much of a diehard. I was like, until I hear her say something about me, I'm gonna continue paying my respect to her in my interviews. And that's what I did. I kept on doing it. That's why everybody came out and said, "Nicki always shows you love. Like, what are you talking about?" So when I saw her at Wayne's concert, she performed with Keisha. She came into our dressing room. She went and used the bathroom and stuff. And I stopped her. I was like, I want to make sure everything is cool with us because I'm a fan first. Is everything good? Yeah, everything good. We good. Hugs and kisses. Can I take a picture with you? I love you, This is somebody that I looked at highly. We took a picture, everything was good. But you wanna know what scares people? Success. When you don't make moves and when you don't climb up the ladder, everybody loves you because you're not competition. When you become competition, the people start, wait.
Yeah, people's like,
wait, hold on.
So true.
So I felt like you're gonna go down in history now as a sore loser, as opposed to going down in history as the queen. Because if you can't beat them, join them. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. You don't have to feel the need to put somebody down and make yourself feel better. I see people do things all the time that I think, that remind me of Nicki Minaj. But it's like, do you, honey? It's like we all take from each other. There's nothing. That's why I did a record on Pink Friday called Here I Am, and as I said, like, nothing is new under the sun. When you see Gaga, you see Madonna. But Madonna never hated on Gaga. Why in the black communities we gotta hate on each other instead of saying, thank you for showing me love. Thank you for, keeping my name alive. The same way she opened doors for me, I'm now opening doors for her. Because, do you understand what I'm saying? Because nobody was even playing your music and you damn sure couldn't get an interview to save your life. But now you getting interviews, and every time you do an interview, they asking you about Nicki Minaj. So it's like we help each other. That's the point. We're helping each other. But if you are bitter, get a life.
Lil Kim then releases her Black Friday mixtape. The entire mixtape was directed at Minaj from the cover to a few of the songs. Kim included 2 diss tracks about Minaj on the mixtape.
I love Kim, and Nicki's a queen in her own right.
Shut the fuck up.
Kim continued to talk about Nicki every chance she got.
And I've been a fan for quite some time, but for people like me who didn't want you to like even stoop to that level to do a diss record because I felt like you didn't have to, what would you say to those fans who take that position?
Well, here's the deal. It's like I have fans all over the world. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, Kim, don't do that. But sometimes you got to get the fans what they want. It may be a handful of people who feel this way and a handful of people who feel that way. Mm-hmm. But this is hip hop, and this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't just leave that handful of fans who wanted me to say something or do something. I couldn't leave them hanging. Plus, this is how I felt. If I went against how I really felt, then I don't think I would be doing myself any justice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I felt like, this is something I wanted to do. Sometimes when something is in the dark, you got to bring it to the light to expose it.
Okay.
Because a lot of people wanted to know. If I would have ignored the people who were like asking all these questions and want to know, then, it's sort of unfair. And I feel like the fans that's like you who feel that, I shouldn't stoop to her level and shouldn't even, pay her any attention. I feel like you guys would.
In February 2011, Lil Kim claimed she broke the PayPal record for selling 113,000 copies of her Black Friday mixtape. Then Nicki responds in a leaked song called Tragedy.
It must hurt to sell your album or PayPal, especially when you win the game 15-20. You look at you now, ho, you just tragic.
December 2011, Lil Kim releases another shot with I Am Not the One. Nicki fires back with single Stupid Ho. The Stupid Ho video created what we know as the Vivo 24-hour viewing record. The song is said to be making fun of Kim's EP getting shelved.
What do you think of Nicki Minaj?
I didn't even know who was who.
Oh,
I'm sorry, no, I
she's wearing a Little Red Riding Hood outfit.
Oh.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I
Didn't see it.
Yeah, it just slipped. I don't
That
even
slipped
know.
past you?
Yeah,
We got so.
I didn't know it. I don't know it.
We
that
did. I have to say, we got an overflow of Nicki Minaj questions for you. What did you think of the Grammy performance? All this stuff. How do you feel about her song "Stupid Ho"?
I'm pretty sure I feel the same way everybody else feels right about now. You know, if you have to make a song called "Stupid Ho," you must be a stupid ho.
Makes sense.
At this time, Nicki Minaj was doing her thing. And at this point, when we talked about female rap, we talked about Nicki Minaj. Nicki was going on world tours, became a judge on American Idols, became the first solo female rap artist to perform at the Grammys, and the list goes on. She was topping charts, breaking records, and she had stopped mentioning nor talking ill about Lil Kim. She even still named her once again as one of her inspirations.
Favorite? Foxy, Kim, Lauren, and then Remy. With the Foxy, Kim, and Remy, they were all from New York too. So, and it's no disrespect to any other female rappers, but those are the ones that I felt like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, I could get into that. They sounded like me when I spoke, and, it was just like...
In September 2014, Lil Kim speaks again on the feud on The Breakfast Club. She claims that Nicki was taking shots at her on the Flawless remix when she said Queen Bey.
Support reckless internet posting because, this is ridiculous, but whatever, you know what I mean? That's where your support comes in.
Well, Kim, people can say you be bullying Nicki because you always you be coming out with the diss records.
Why? Let me say it. How can she even say that when she made the first record towards me?
Well, that's true, but I thought it was squashed until the Flawless remix came.
But what do you mean squashed? She's continuously, if you listen to that remix, she's been waiting for so long just to even say the word Queen Bee because that's how upset she is. You know what I mean? She's been waiting to say that. It's like, come on, you on a record with Beyonce. I'm on a record with Beyonce. I'm not saying nothing remotely to this chick that even think that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We all know what it is. Let's just be real. See, it's so deep that when I finish putting together this documentary, everyone will fully understand. See, people don't understand. I remember you did an interview, I think, this was like maybe 2 years ago.
Kim see everything.
Yo, yeah. I'm in the street, baby. I'm in the hood.
You can't date her and cheat on her.
What?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I know. That's what's going on, But, it's always been a litigation since, when you did that. You did an interview with, I think, with Birdman or whatever. We were talking about, Kim said you guys are stealing music and stuff like that. Listen, let me say something. The bottom line is this. I was over there. People see me over there. They know that. We're going to do a joint venture together. And I did the song with Birdman and her. But they snatched it back because I guess my presence was a little bit more felt to the fans or whatever. So what? I'm Kim. You know what I mean? That's going to happen or whatever. Anyway, did you guys know? I have very instrumental over there. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as bullying, I think it was really almost the other way around, trying to be, see the thing is that I'm Kim. So when I attack back, I'm the big bad wolf. You understand what I'm saying?
Because people said she was referencing Beyonce when she said Queen.
Yeah, but come on. Let's be real. First of all, I love Beyonce, and rightfully so. She's definitely the Queen Beyonce. She's the Queen Beyonce. But you do me when I first came out. You do me when I first came out. What's my name?
Queen Bee.
What has been my name?
Queen Bee.
Who are my fans? The Beehive. What did I always rep? The Beehive. Everyone, it's almost like when somebody no one likes to give me my rightfully due on anything. Everyone just wants to take something from me and make it seem like, I never had nothing to do with it. I don't care. Like, I don't mind. I think we can all share things. Because, you know, when you're a queen at what you do, you're just a queen at what you do. But let's just be real. She took the first shots. It's always been like that. It's so deep. I mean, like I said, when I put the documentary together, people will more understand. But it's like she's been throwing shots and still throwing shots.
I think her shots are more subtle, and you will be very direct and say, yes, that's who I'm talking about, and that's what it's about. And Nicki will be like, no, I'm not talking about her.
Yeah, because that's exactly right. You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to play these games. I'm going to get straight to the money. I'm not going to sit there and let you spin people and spin around. Come on. Everybody who is into hip-hop, into music, everybody know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be real.
I thought it had something to do with Fendi as well, because, you know, Fendi was one of the people that founded Nicki. And they stopped messing with each other, and then he started managing you and helping you, and then it just seemed like from there, did that have anything to do with it as well, or no?
Well, she was messing with all my first. Mm-hmm. She was messing with Diddy first before me and Fendi even, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That don't even happen because she said something on there like, you know, welcome to the family. Okay, so I'm gonna play this like just welcome to the family, Fendi. But guess what? Mine's gonna last a little longer because that was just a little cheap shot. See, y'all gotta really do your homework because if you saying I'm bullying her, I know that you owe me.
No, Nicki don't rock with us no more.
Well, you.
Well, me. Nicki don't rock with me no more.
She rocks with you. Okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just letting you know, like, just do your homework. I said nothing. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is all over what Ray J said. This is really all over what he said. And the crazy thing is, see, I'm just such a loyal person. We came out, we did a show together, whatever. And he just was sick of it. You know, he was sick of what she was doing. She was being disrespectful, trying to look like me, trying to sell, you know, whatever.
Who's that, Fendi? Fendi?
No,
Ray J. Oh.
Yeah, and so he just, maybe he might have been perked up. He might have.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we know how that goes.
We heard Ray J when he's
called several times, you know, but you know, it's always good.
He might have been rolling. I don't know, but I mean, who knows? But I'm just a loyal person. He came out and he was tired of it. I guess he stated how he felt.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting there like, you know, like I was like, but I'm such a loyal person. I'm not gonna leave him out there in the water like that. Right. You know what I mean? Because I knew what he was saying. I knew what he was talking about. And it was a lot of people.
I'm good. Mm-hmm. And when I say that, I mean like, I'm not writing records about any girls in the game, past or present. I wish you guys the best. And I really mean that. Like, we went at it. Mm-hmm. The best woman won. And I'm ready to move on. Like, it's not that people make it a bigger deal than I make it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to go and tour around the world. You know what I'm saying? And this is my first time touring around the world. So could you imagine? I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm so excited. You know, my fans give me so much love. Y'all know my fans is off the chain. Like, they're different. They're special. It's not regular fans. It's like a movement. Mm-hmm. So I don't really worry about that stuff as much as you guys worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm having fun. For my first album, I wasn't really having fun. Like, I was too busy figuring out.
So what this all comes down to is Kim was bitter and jealous of the success Nicki Minaj had as the newer artist because she claimed that Nicki was throwing shots at her. Which in my opinion, Nicki was only being competitive and wanted to be the best, which is what hip-hop is. And she claimed Nicki did not pay homage to her, which is a lie cause we heard in multiple clips, Nicki was always paying homage to her. Lastly, she claimed Nicki stole her swag and used it as her own, which Nicki said she was inspired by her. And honestly, there is nothing wrong about being inspired by someone. But the real reason Nicki became more successful and became the queen of rap was because of her talent and lyrical skills. She is the only female rapper that is compared to male rappers. She was able to out-rap some legendary male rappers like Kanye. Lil' Kim's style did not make Nicki who she is today.